Hi, my name is Tatiana Jamal, and this is my reading presentation for English 101. My topic is Sleep Among Adolescents. The research article that I chose to use for my presentation is titled Adequate Sleep Among Adolescents is Positively Associated with Health Status and Health-Related Behaviors. So there's three authors for this research article. And their names are Mei-Yan Chen, Edward K. Wong, and Yi-Zhong Zhang. It was published by BMC Public Health. So some background for this article. It was written based off of this study, which was conducted in Taiwan, and its aim was to examine the relationship between adequate sleep and general health. The amount of sleep is an important indicator of health and well-being in children and adolescents. So the adolescents talked about within this article is defined as between 10 and 19 years old. So humans spend almost 1/3 of their life sleeping, so the quality of their sleep really does matter. And they define sleep in this article as a state of unconsciousness from which one can be woken up. This unconscious state, is where one's body and nervous system can refuel and recuperate. So within this research article, there are 3 stages of adolescence addressed. So there's early adolescence, also known as prepubescent, middle adolescence, and late adolescence, also known as young adulthood. So the average amount of sleep for these 3 groups was 10 hours, 8 hours, and 7 hours. So the quality of sleep can affect the physical and emotional well-being of a child, adolescent, and even adults. Brain maturation, which is a process in which the brain matures. Biological changes, especially during middle adolescence and during puberty. So this is where, when puberty is taking place, like mental and physical changes are happening, so sleep is really important. So sleep disturbance and deprivation can also cause decreased concentration and increased daytime sleepiness, which can also affect learning in school and the quality of which the information they're learning in school is processing. So some results from the study: higher frequencies of healthy behaviors in life. So these healthy behaviors include appreciation for life, or in life, health responsibilities, stress management, nutrition, and exercise. Adolescents with frequent adequate sleep practice health-related behaviors. So that could mean implementing exercise every day within their lives, making healthy nutritional choices, which can help with avoiding obesity. So some key findings. So AS, adequate sleep, positively correlated with the frequency of health-promoting behaviors. It also correlated with a lower chance of becoming overweight. Adolescents in middle school had higher frequency of adequate sleep than high school students or adolescents. So this could be related to a lot of different factors. High school students could have more extracurriculars such as work, sports, maybe even more family responsibilities. So the first significant passage, the findings indicated that adolescents who frequently obtained 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night had reduced probability of becoming overweight, even when the potential confounders of gender and grade were excluded. About 54% of participants reported that they rarely had 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night on school days. That is, the prevalence of IAS, or inadequate sleep, was relatively high. Some studies have shown that sleep deprivation impairs physical functioning and emotional well-being. Sleep deprivation may also result in lapses of attention, indifference, loss of empathy, and reduced motivation. So the analysis for passage number 1. So more than half, or what was surprising was that more than half of the participants rarely had adequate sleep. And the negative effects of sleep were also really surprising. So the effects of sleep deprivation are incredibly detrimental to the development of a teen. These years hold our most important developmental stages, and interrupting or halting them through a lack of sleep is dangerous. A word that was pretty significant within the passage was they rarely had 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So it was pretty surprising that teenagers reported that they just did not they barely met the requirements for adequate sleep. So, or more than half of them didn't. So the next significant passage, overall 54% of middle school adolescents reported that they slept less than the suggested 6 to 8 hours on school days. 74% of high school students reported IAS or inadequate sleep. Comparison of these data with those in other sleep studies revealed that Taiwanese adolescents slept as little as or less than those in other countries. So I thought it was pretty significant that this was an issue that spans across countries, of course adolescents across countries, and it may even be more prominent across cultures. Maybe some cultures that value education more, or putting more time into education. So it also affects adolescents who are going through a crucial time in development in their lives. So yeah, it was just pretty surprising that it's just a global thing that affects teenagers and younger adolescents. So that school-life balance was a pretty prominent issue across the globe. So in conclusion, the genuine importance of sleep is concerningly overlooked, and its effects will pose several problems in the near future. Not only may inadequate sleep affect the mental and physical well-being and development of adolescents, but it may encourage unhealthy habits that continue into adulthood. So yeah, bringing back those healthy and unhealthy habits that could go continue on into adulthood. Obesity, and then not being able to manage stress, which could also pose problems in itself, such as looking to food, binge eating, substance abuse. So yeah, sleep is a very significant part of our lives, and especially developing those habits during adolescence is really important. Thank you for watching.